All you have to do is go to loveshiners.org and you'll be a part of something special too. Thank you so much.
Road to Vegas next week at 7 on TV 19.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News.
The weather is one of those things that you just don't know. Nothing's perfect, but at the same time, all of the information that they're getting is very negative in terms of snow.
Another year without the UP 200. Tonight, the UP Sled Dog Association joins us in the studio. Plus, we're hearing from Jordan DeMay's mother after a Senate hearing yesterday urging social media leaders to take more action to protect children online. We have a live report from Washington. And President Biden rallies with the United Auto Workers Union in Detroit today. WZMQ has the report from the Motor City. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
A meeting last night, Matt Zika from the National Weather Service came in and gave us an update of their outlook. All of those models are basically, saying the same thing, that, I think there's 175 different models. 15 of them are saying that there might be snow the week of the race, and if there was snow, they're talking maybe 5 inches.
That was UP Sled Dog Association board member Ross Anthony explaining the cancellation of the UP 200 sled dog races that were slated for 2 weeks from tomorrow. For the second year in a row, poor weather and trail conditions are to blame. The UP 200 Midnight Run and Jack Pine 30 are all canceled and will instead be replaced by the Festival of the Sled Dog Friday, February 16th. More details are expected on this in the coming weeks. It's not just the mushers and teams affected by the cancellation, though. The races bring in a lot of tourism and foot traffic to downtown Marquette. WZMQ's Mitchell Rive joins us live in Marquette after talking with local business owners about the cancellation. Mitchell, good evening.
Good evening, Sarah. Yeah, that cancellation comes as kind of not a surprise to a lot of the local businesses, as last year's cancellation helped a little bit, a couple of them prepare for what's ahead. And they say that last year's preparations well in advance, and because of those, they may have saved their pockets. The UP 200 is prided as one of the biggest winter events hosted in Upper Michigan, bringing thousands to downtown Marquette. With the event canceled now, it may cut into local businesses' revenue.
UP 200 is one of our signature events that we have throughout the year. It brings quite a few people from downstate and around this state.
Travel Marquette CEO Susan Essler says the UP summer and winter tourism is what keeps a lot of local shops afloat throughout the whole year.
Different businesses, certainly it impacts them as well, and it's anticipated that we're going to get a lot of people up here.
It's a huge stimulus, in a slow time of year, and one that helps get them through the rest of the slow season until things really start to pick up around June. So it's a big impact through and through.
Trinary Toast Cafe says even though the 2-day pivot last year was quick, the sled dogs right outside the shop made for good traffic stoppers.
They had some dogs right out front here and fed them cinnamon rolls, so I think we were a pretty hot attraction that night. But yeah, it didn't really affect us much, luckily. I think we made it through.
When it comes to events like the UP 200, the DDA looks at multiple factors, including the amount of people.
We call that the length of stay. So how long are they really sticking around in the downtown? And as far as I could tell, I think they did stick around longer, but there was far less people.
The DDA says that even though people were trickling in and out for last year's festival, the real reason that people are coming in and visiting Marquette is for the race. And now if you kind of look behind me, we're all hoping for some better weather for next year's race. Reporting live in Marquette, WZMQ 19 News, I'm Mitchell Rife. Sarah, back to you.
All right, Mitch, thank you very much. And joining us now with more on the decision to call off the races is UPSDA President Darlene Walsh. Darlene, walk us through the process of coming to that decision to cancel the races.
It was a fairly lengthy process because we've been watching the weather since December. December, not having any snow wasn't that alarming. It's happened before. We got into January, we were all sure, oh, it's got to snow. It's the winter. But the last few weeks, what we've been encountering is weather reports of not only warm temperatures, but no snow, no precipitation. So what's happening is that the trails have snowpack on them. As they warm up during the day, then they freeze hard at night, turning into ice sheets with no snow to buffer anything. And sleds can't control on that, and it poses injuries to the dogs when they are on that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Additionally, many of our mushers have experienced, this is a widespread weather pattern. Many of our mushers have experienced not being able to get on sleds, and when they move to sleds very rapidly, especially for distance, it can be quite hard on the dogs.
Certainly. Well, why call it now? We're still about 2 weeks away. We could have a change in the weather. Why make that decision today?
We've worked with the National Weather Service. They pretty much indicated the change in the weather, if it comes, wouldn't be here until the 14th. That's not soon enough to put in a good trail. Plus, our people come from a long ways away. Veterinarian support crews, the mushers themselves, a lot of our volunteers, spectators, they come from a distance. They need to make their travel plans.
Certainly. And the UP 200 is also an Iditarod qualifier. I know that there were a couple of teams that were hoping to qualify through this race. What happens with those teams?
Those teams, there were 3 who were using this as a qualifier. The way Iditarod works, they have more than one race as a qualifier. So it's sort of like over a period of time they accumulate 2 or 3 races that meet the criteria. It's unfortunate. Some of them will probably be delayed by about a year.
Gotcha. And you also had mentioned that we're now moving to the Festival of the Sled Dog again. What do we know about that festival so far?
At this point, we know that it's going to be Friday. We're going to be downtown. We have several of our mushers from the area willing to bring their dogs and their sleds in so that they can do demonstrations, they can talk about the sport, share with people what it's like to train for these various events, give updates on dog health, and just generally let people interact with the dogs. So we're happy about that. And of course, we worry about the economic impact. So we really want to bring an event downtown, and that's the other part of our focus. We will be planning it over the next week, and people can get details from the website, and of course we'll be pushing things out through media.
Perfect. Darlene, thank you so much for sharing that with us tonight. We really appreciate it, and we'll be looking forward to more updates.
Thank you very much.
Well, let's take a quick look at the weather tonight. Dakota Hunter is in for Ariane. Just a few light flurries out there today, Dakota.
Well, today was a pretty quiet day across much of the UP. You can see here Doppler max is nice and quiet, and this is how it's going to be through the weekend. We have a great deal of sunshine returning here. So here's the weather headlines. Sunshine returns as we head into our Groundhog Day and into the weekend. So really, this is going to be a fabulous weekend to get out and enjoy the outdoors. Mild temperatures, and could be dealing with a few showers later on in the week. This is going to be towards the middle of the week, heading into the end of next week. But for our low temp tonight for Marquette, we'll go around 19. Clouds early, but then they will start to clear out as we head into the overnight hours. Notice a light wind averaging out of the southeast, averaging about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as I promised, sunshine returns for our Groundhog Day and the weekend. Could see a little bit more in the way of cloud cover as we head into next week. That comes up with First Warning Weather Futurecast and the 7-day outlook in just a few minutes.
Thank you very much, Dakota. New details tonight about that heated Senate hearing yesterday where dozens of parents who have lost a child watched as senators grilled tech CEOs about shortfalls when it comes to protecting minors on social media. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon has reactions from parents who say the social media moguls need to be held accountable. Brendan, good evening.
Good evening, Sarah. That's right. We caught up with the mother of a local teenager who was the target of one of the many atrocities that we heard about in yesterday's hearing, which lawmakers and families say are becoming far too common on social media platforms. In March 2022, 17-year-old Jordan DeMay took his own life after becoming the target of sexual extortion, or sextortion, on the social media app Instagram.
He was really a fun-loving kid. He was hardworking. He played football. He played basketball. He loved listening to music.
Prosecutors say DeMay, who was a senior at Marquette Senior High School in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, was one of dozens targeted by Nigerian men posing as young women, demanding intimate photos and then money not to release them. Jordan's story is one of thousands across the country on apps like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Social media companies have virtually no liability for anything that happens on their platforms.
This committee is done with talking.
Wednesday, members of the Senate Judiciary Committee grilled the tech moguls and unveiled several bills to hold the companies accountable, like removing their blanket immunity from civil lawsuits.
Nothing will change until the courtroom door is open to victims of social media.
In 2022, social media platforms generated $11 billion in revenue from advertising directed at children and teenagers.
People are profits to these companies, and the people in this situation are our children.
Jordan's mother, Jennifer, says tech company CEOs like Meta's Mark Zuckerberg need to be held accountable to ensure what happened to Jordan never happens again.
And no matter what, at this point, my son cannot be saved, and there is no dollar amount that you can place on my son's life, but he needs to protect the people that are here now and using his applications.
And Sarah, Jordan's mother, Jennifer, tells us it's extremely important to talk and inform your children about the dangers of social media, what to look for, what to look out for, that kind of thing. We have a lot of those tips up on our website, WZMQ19.com. But for now, reporting live on Capitol Hill, I'm Brendan Scanlon for WZMQ 19 News. Sarah, back to you.
Very important report. Thank you very much, Brendan. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, a Delta County business is helping local first responders answer calls for help even faster. We're back in 2 minutes.
First Bank, where it's all about people.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget, we're our...
Hi, Paul.
Meet Opie Taylor. He's dramatic. A dreamer.
I wish that I get a B in arithmetic.
But most of all,
I think you're the best sheriff in the whole world.
he's devoted to Dad. It's Andy and Opie on The Andy Griffith Show.
Weeknights at 8 on MeTV 19.1.
You're watching home to CBS Mornings, WZMQ 19.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Happy New Year from Shunks of Marquette. It's January. Out with the old and in with the new. There's thousands of items that we have to clear out to make room. There's clearance items in every department. There's big discounts on mattresses from Serta, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. And big savings on living room from Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, England, and Lazy Boy. And there's huge savings in Amish dining room and bedroom. And reclining furniture, nobody gives you more choices than Shunk Furniture Marquette. Over 300 recliners in stock. Shop Shunks today.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
Doppler Max is nice and quiet out there on this Thursday evening is the good news. And really, this is how the radar is going to look as we head into the first warning weather futurecast. Shows us, again, some cloud cover to start our Groundhog Day. But notice here by 5 a.m., we're already starting to see the sunshine break out. And really, this is how it's going to look through the afternoon hours. Loads and loads of sunshine for us as we head into Friday. Could see a few lingering clouds, especially out here towards Houghton. Could still see a few of that cloud cover, but as we go into Saturday, we will start to see a return of a little bit of cloud cover Saturday night going into Sunday. But for the most part, we're still going to be dry and really a warm week ahead. Temperatures are well above average for this time of the year. Even our lows are above average. Notice here, temperatures spread out from the upper teens to lower 20s in some locations. Some of you may be a little bit warmer. Again, we all know with elevation plays a role in our temperatures. As we take a look at the drivecast for tomorrow morning, for the morning commute, we are looking good. Green conditions here. A few clouds in the morning, but then we shake loose those clouds for the afternoon. And really, as I said, tomorrow is going to be a fabulous day. Again, no weather concerns to worry about for the ride to or from school or work tomorrow. Again, high temperatures tomorrow will be well above normal, mid-30s out here towards Newberry, 36 out here. And for Marquette, we're going to the lower 30s as well. But look at Houghton getting close to that 40-degree mark out here as well. Ironwood at 40, again, with temperatures getting up into that 40-degree mark. And of course, tomorrow is Groundhog Day, so we're all looking to what will be the call here. Will we have 6 more weeks of winter, or will it be an early spring? And yeah, tomorrow, sunshine, 35 degrees here in Marquette, so we are looking great. So again, if you're looking for more winter, even though we haven't had a whole lot of winter, you definitely want those 6 more weeks of winter. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Of course, we've got hockey coming up this week. We've got first game on Friday night, 7:07, 29 degrees, partly to mostly cloudy. And for Saturday, next game is 6:07 at the puck drop, 33 degrees, a little bit more in the way of cloud cover. Again, you saw that on Futurecast. Clouds start to roll in as we head into Saturday evening and Sunday. The next 7 days for Marquette looking like this. Loads and loads of sunshine through Friday and Saturday. So really, this is going to be a picture perfect weekend. We do see a few more clouds rolling in here Saturday night going into Sunday. So that's why we see a few more clouds thickening up here. And then early next week, we still remain mild, but temperatures remain into the 40s. And out towards Escandia, we'll be looking at temperatures into the 30s as well. A little bit more in the way of cloud cover out here. So the weekend is still going to be a little bit cloudier. We are looking for a few isolated showers next Thursday, but otherwise temperatures remain above average.
President Biden lands in the Motor City to rally with the United Auto Workers Union just days after the UAW president announced his endorsement. That report after this break.
CBS Live Sunday. The biggest stars all in one place. Christina Aguilera, Burna Boy, Brandy Carlisle, Luke Combs, Billie Eilish, Billy Joel, Samara Joy, Dua Lipa, Maluma, Joni Mitchell, Lionel Richie, Olivia Rodrigo, Travis Scott, Taylor Swift, SZA, U2, Oprah Winfrey, and more. Trevor Noah hosts the Grammys live Sunday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
My name is Brett Watt, and I've been at Goodwill since supposedly 2011, but don't quote me on that. Before Goodwill, I don't know what exactly, it's complicated, but it's what I actually enjoy. I always say, it just motivates me. It helps me concentrate on life. Impact for the positive. Trust me on that. Goodwill, in my opinion, might as well be my favorite company.
Supporting Goodwill helps give our clients fuller lives.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. Call right now for your free book, and as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. Both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today.
Call 800-495-8670.
Show your love 3 ways this Valentine's with Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. We have 3 amazing packages for your special someone. All 3 packages will come with a Forever Rose and a large frosted cookie from Doozers. Package 1 will include a heart pendant and necklace for $129. Package 2 will include a pearl necklace for $229. And Package 3 will include an outline UP pendant and chain for $299.
Richardson Jewelers.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
President Joe Biden is in Michigan this afternoon alongside Senators Gary Peters and Debbie Stabenow. The group made a stop in Detroit just days after Union President Shawn Fain announced his endorsement of Biden's 2024 presidential campaign. During that endorsement, Fain said the UAW is proud to back Biden as a president who wants to stand with them and support their cause. President Biden today thanked UAW workers for their support, calling them the backbone of the U.S. economy.
That's why we're growing. Made in America, by Americans. That's why we're the best in the world, and you're the best. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
WZMQ Sophia Murphy will have more on President Biden's visit tonight at 11:10 Central. The warm temperatures have been causing dangerous conditions for ice fishermen on the lakes, with Delta County's ice rescue team responding to several emergency calls this week. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons tells us how a local business is helping one department get to those in danger as quickly as possible.
Search and Rescue, Gladstone Public Safety, Gladstone Volunteer Fire Department, Ensign Township Fire Department, Masonville Fire Department, and Masonville EMS. We all respond as one.
When dispatched to an ice rescue, the Masonville Township Fire Department receives the coordinates of the incident.
But we did not have a way to put them into a system that would get us close. A lot of guys would be using phones. When we wear our big ice suits, it's very hard to operate your phone, anything small.
But that's all changed thanks to a generous donation from Blades Bait and Tackle.
They asked if I could probably get a hold of a electronic that would help them navigate and be more efficient getting to places. I found one and we just donated it.
With this new GPS device, crews can now get a more precise location for each rescue.
It's perfect lifesaver because we can punch in coordinates and it'll put us right in where we need to be.
It's going to give you an overview map of whether you're on the lake or land, any waypoints that you may have marked along the bay or on land on trails.
Also helping responders get back safely.
If it's foggy, if it's pouring down rain, if it's snowing and you can't see 50 feet in front of you, you can follow that track exactly to almost within feet to get back to EMS.
An invaluable tool to have when someone is in danger on the ice.
Typically it's something that comes up when somebody's not where they're supposed to be, and those are places that you can't get to real easy. If you have navigation and you can get that information soon, they can get there faster.
And that can make the difference between life and death on the lake.
Every minute you're in the water, there's a chance of hypothermia setting in. The quicker we can get to them and quicker we get them out, better chances they have at survival.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Rapid River.
Sports is on the way next. Mike Ludlam is in after this break.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
You're a director.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I'm in New York for a week, thinking about seeing Cats. Should I?
I don't know. Is that your taste?
I guess. I mean, I like that song. What is it?
Memory.
No. I'm raising a glass to... Oh my God, you're right. That is Memories. I like that song.
Yes. Many people do.
Some places talk about being local, but we actually are local. Our family started Superior Collision 18 years ago, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. No big company name, no outside investors. We are all Marquette, and we're going to stay that way. We are part of this community, and we are proud of the work we do. You can choose to go to a corporate body shop, or you can stay local and go to Superior Collision, Marquette's local hometown body shop.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
Meet Mike Baxter, pioneer.
Dad, how do you kill an elk?
Wait outside the lodge until last call, then hit it with a tire iron.
Frontiersman.
Pheasant hunting is ridiculous. All the running and the chasing and the fetching.
That's what the dog's for.
But Maddie did such a good job. Who's a good girl?
Legend.
I have a 60-year-old truck and a 30-year-old marriage. You should be happy that I am stuck in my old ways.
I do love that truck.
No wonder he's the last man standing.
This is home for CBS, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. Michigan Tech and Northern Michigan have their second home-and-home hockey series of the season tomorrow night and Saturday. They split December 8th and 9th. Huskies head coach Joe Shawn says he's concerned because the Wildcats start playing better in February.
I look for a really good competitive weekend, always fun, great crowds in both venues. So both teams travel well and a lot of excitement. So important points on the line, and they have a high skill set. If you don't at least match their energy and their competitive level, they can bring it up on you.
When we've had success against them, we've had great discipline. When we've gotten into shoving and pushing and every whistle, we get off our game. So it's a continuation of what we had been trying to do against them, but it's probably heightened because of the penalties we took last weekend. I think he's the best goalie in college hockey. You have to try get traffic, you have to try score rebounds, you have to try make them go laterally. There's no freebies with them.
Face-off tomorrow night at the Barry Event Center is set for 7:07 p.m. Saturday's contest at the McGinnis Student Ice Arena in Houghton is at 6:07. Lake Superior State is idle this weekend. The first round of the 2024 Hobey Baker Award voting is underway. That's the award for college hockey's best player. Michigan Tech goalie Blake Pietila, NMU forward Andre Gantos, and Lake Superior State forward Jared Westcott are among the nominees. You can learn more at hobeybaker.com. Happy belated candle blow to Michigan State men's basketball coach Tom Izzo. He celebrated his 69th birthday Tuesday at home against the Michigan Wolverines. Terrace Reed Jr. with the first half bucket. But here's the best highlight of the first half. Get that out of here, says Cohen Carr, as he destroyed any thought of a dunk by Olivier and Kamoa. Spartans' three-point shooting, pretty good. Xavier Booker here, his only basket of the game, but Jaden Akins was hitting from all corners of the Breslin Center. Deep in this corner, that's good, but Michigan was playing well, led 35-33 at the break. The final 20 minutes belonged to the green and white. Akins ended up with 7 triples, a total of 23 points. He also had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. A.J. Hogarth went over the 1,000-point mark in his career. He had 15 points and 7 assists. Izzo became the first Big Ten coach to reach the 700-win milestone at one school. Izzo was also the 38th Division I men's basketball head coach to reach 700 wins. The legendary Spartan head coach is now 700 and 288 in his 29th season at the helm. Yes, Michigan State won 81-62. They remain at home to host Maryland Saturday. The Wolverines host Rutgers also on Saturday. The Green Bay Packers have hired Boston College head coach Jeff Hafley as their new defensive coordinator. Hafley is a longtime friend of LaFleur's and a longtime admirer of the Packers franchise. He'll replace Joe Barry and be the third different defensive coordinator as LaFleur enters his 6th year as franchise's head coach. Meanwhile, the Seattle Seahawks are hiring Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator Mike McDonald as their next head coach. He gets a 6-year contract. And make sure you're tuning in next week as we prepare you for Super Bowl 58. We'll have specials live from Las Vegas Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Watch Road to Vegas all week at 7 right here on your home for Super Bowl 58, WZMQ TV 19. And Sarah, I want to mention another award going out today to Calumet Athletic Director Sean Jocks. He has won the Charles E. Forsyth Lifetime Achievement Award from the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Jock's a longtime athletic director with the Copper Kings and has done many things like serve as representative on the council and help new athletic directors, and he's certainly built up the facilities at Calumet High School, just among a few other things.
Very nice, lads. Thank you very much. We'll be right back after this.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show.
Man, I love it.
We're all losing it over global superstar Kylie Minogue.
You on the road, honey.
And we're sending someone to the Grammys.
We are giving you 2 tickets.
Jennifer! Then Fridays are for flowers.
Oh, I think I'm speechless.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
Tonight, California preps for a 1-2 punch of severe storms called atmospheric rivers. Then, how this scientific flight is protecting people from these new megastorms. Plus, the drastic step Portland is taking to fight its opioid crisis on the CBS Evening News.
It's the picture-perfect season.
Gingerbread house. I mean, this is Pictionary. Yeah. Are you not entertained?
For festive family fun.
Oh, eggnog. We ran out of time. Ooh, Orlando looks confident.
Hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate. Gabrielle even gave us the season.
Watch all new episodes.
Ski
Lodge.
Ski lodge. Ski lodge is correct.
Pictionary, every weekday.
Pictionary, weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS. Come on down to Outdoor Man.
When do I get to shoot the crossbows?
We're breaking the rules.
So you're 13, I don't even think it's legal. So we should do it after lunch.
Our camping department is intense.
Set it up in 30 seconds flat. And take it down even faster.
And we're always family friendly.
He's adorable. Listen, we found a bear cub in here.
Been nice knowing you, Baxter.
Outdoor Man is open for business on Last Man Standing.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
Dog tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
Sundays on MeTV 19.1.
Back here tonight at 11:10 Central.